on, Zoom.
What time is it, Mrs. Fox?
Doesn't this egg look yummy? Fooled you. It's not an egg. This is a great snack for April Fool's Day.
Well, let me tell you what, Aunt Ethel is nothing like my mom.
Whoa! Oh my goodness! Look at all the bubbles. What?
Funding for Zoom is provided by
The National Science Foundation.
America's Investment in the Future.
And by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting,
A private corporation funded by the American people.
The Arthur Vining Davis Foundation.
The Wheezy Foundation.
The Tucker Gosnell Family Foundation.
And by contributions to your PBS station
From viewers like you. Hi, we're homeschool kids from Belchertown, Massachusetts. Get ready to Zoom! Yeah! Woohoo! Playhouse!
You can do it!
Let's go! Come on, you got it!
Come on. All right.
Come on, Shing!
Come on, Zoomer. Let's hit that ball.
I got it! I got it! Yeah! Zoom! Come on and zoom, 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 on, zoom. Come on and zoom. You call the tune. Come on and zoom. Starting soon. Come on and zoom, on, zoom, on, zoom, on, zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. I'm Caroline. I'm Aline.
I'm Estuardo.
I'm Garrett. I'm Mike. I'm Kortney.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm singing. We're all plugged into one row now. So let's talk. We want to hear from you. Come on, give it a try. And if you like what you see, turn off your TV and do it. Do. Come on and zoom. Choose a zoom. Come on and zoom. Oh, yeah. Come on and zoom, zoom, zoom on. Zoom, 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 zoom. Come on and zoom, on and zoom. Come on and zoom, come on and zoom. Come on and zoom, on, zoom, on, zoom, on, zoom.
we're zooming on WGBY.
Hi, Zoomers. Welcome to Zoom. Do you see this pile of letters and emails? These are all the ideas that you Zoomers send us every week. Here's a great letter sent in by Julie W. of Gregory, Michigan. She wants us to play, What Time Is It, Mrs. Fox? The object of the game is to walk past Mr. or Mrs. Fox without getting caught. Okay, Aline is going to be Mrs. Fox, and she's going to have to stand at the end of the room with her back turned. We all start by saying,
What time is it, Mrs. Fox? It's 1 o'clock.
then everyone takes one step forward. If Mrs. Fox answers 5 o'clock, then everyone takes 5 steps forward, and so on. You can take any size step you want, but if Mrs. Fox says,
It's time to eat you.
she turns around and chases you back to the starting line. If you get caught, you become Mr. or Mrs. Fox. Got it? Okay, Zoomers, let's play.
What time is it, Mrs. Fox? 4 o'clock. Oh, I feel a lot of... What time is it, Mrs. Fox? Oh, I'm sorry. I hate to do this, but...
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Remember, I'm Mr. Fox.
What time is it, Mr. Fox?
5 o'clock.
What time is it, Mrs. Fox?
About 4. What time is it, Mrs. Fox?
What time is it, Mr. Fox? It's 1 o'clock.
What time is it, Mr. Fox?
I think it's about 3 o'clock. What time is it, Mrs. Fox? Can it be half o'clock?
No.
Then it's time to eat you. No. this egg look yummy? I love fried eggs. Fooled you. It's not an egg. It's a yummy snack that's made with yogurt and peaches. Laura R. of Lunenburg, Massachusetts, sent us the directions on how to make it. First, put a few spoonfuls of vanilla or plain yogurt onto a dark-colored plate. You want to have a dark-colored plate so that the white really stands out. Now, just spread it out so it looks like the white part of an egg. That looks good. Now for the egg yolk. Take half of a peach and put it on one side of the yogurt so that the side, wow, it's really slippery, with the hole is face down like this. And there you go. This is a great snack for April Fool's Day. If you know how to make any foods to fool your friends, be sure to send the directions to the Zoom website at pbskids.org. I'm going to eat this. This is really good.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
If you could go anywhere in America by train, where would you go?
If I could take a train wherever I wanted in America, it would be to Disney World so I could see so many animals. I would go to Washington so I could see a Redskins game.
Maybe because they make the best seafood. I would like to go to Washington State because we camped and went to mountains and it was very fun. I would go to California because they have good camping there and I could see the sequoia trees, and go to San Francisco and other places, which would be fun.
Have you ever tried to float in an ocean? How about in a lake? Did you notice a difference? Well, I've tried to float in a lake and in an ocean, and I thought it was a lot easier to float in the ocean because the salt helps hold me up. And Katie N. of Preston, Washington, says that salt can do amazing things when put to the test. She says that we can use it to have an egg float in water. Here's what happens when we drop an egg in a glass of water without any salt in it. Bye-bye, egg.
It doesn't
Thanks,
float
right
at
to the
all.
bottom.
I know.
Now, let's see if we can add salt and if that'll make it float. Okay. So, do you want to add 1 tablespoon first? We'll try that.
So that's one. Then we'll stir
You
it
see,
up.
it kind of went up.
I know, it like jumps kind of. Let's just stir it a tiny bit. It's cool. It looks kind of like a cloud.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't make too much of a difference, so why don't you try another tablespoon? 2.
See what kind of
Whoa,
jumps
yeah,
up?
it goes way up.
It goes like,
I think it takes a little while for the salt to dissolve into the water, then it starts floating. Okay. 3.
3.
Oh, wow, that went way up. Stay up, little eggy. Stay up. It's like right in the middle, kind of.
Yeah.
This is a 4th.
Oh, wow.
I floated.
Wow.
It's right at the top. It's so cool. It's bouncy.
Jim of Arizona also experimented with this, and he sent us this side scoop. He said that when we add salt into the water, we're smushing more molecules into the water. This makes the water more dense. So when there was no salt in the water, the egg was more dense in the water, and the egg sank. But when we added salt to the water was more dense than the egg, and the egg floated. Here's a cup of fresh water, and here's a cup of salt water. You can see that they're taking up the same amount of space. But if you weigh them, you can see that the salt water weighs more than the fresh water. Okay, so I'll fill it up on this side. Okay, so that's that. And fill it up right over. So to the 200. Yep. Ooh. See, look how much the salt water. So they're the same amount of water, but there's more stuff inside the salt water, so the salt water is more dense, so it's heavier. Try this at home. Think of a question that you want answered, like would sugar dissolved in water help an egg float? How about soap? Make a prediction, test it out, and then send your results to Zoom. Keep watching, because later in the show, we're going to experiment with the density of water, salt, and cooking oil, and show you something very cool. Hey, Mike. Oh, hey, Kortney.
Why was the ant confused?
I don't know.
Because all of his uncles were ants. That's a knee slapper.
Hello, my name is Karla. I live in Havana, Cuba, and I speak Spanish. Es una escuela especial para los niños que estudian música.
I go to a special school for children studying music. I practice 3 hours a day, and one day I want to be a famous musician. In Cuba, many generations of families live together. In our house, my grandmother takes care of us. My father is a car mechanic, and my mother is a housewife. I wake up at 5:30 every morning to go to school. It's far from my house. My friend Hiroshi goes with me almost every day.
Vieja, y por ahí en paz.
This city is old, old, old. Everyone came through here. The British, the Spanish, African slaves, and Indians.
En estos tiempos hay fortaleza.
The old forts are still standing, like the Moro Castle. Pirate ships came into the bay. People in Cuba are not rich. Not everyone owns a car. People ride bicycles or take these very big buses we call camels because of their humps. They are very hot and crowded. I go to the Alejandro Garcia Music School. It's a special school for children studying music. But we also study Spanish, math, geography, history, and English. The little kids wear red uniforms, and the older ones, like me, wear the mustard color. I like wearing uniforms because it shows we're part of a group. Everyone is equal. My favorite teacher is Carmen Rosa.
Porque ella me mandaba a hacer solos.
I used to be really shy, but she had me performing solos, singing and playing my flute. Carmen Rosa is great with all her students. She connects with us. Her choir class is the best. We have fun. We learn new songs, laugh. After a long day, Hiroshi and I start for home. We still have to get to the other side of this bay. It's hard work, but it's a sacrifice all musicians make. Music is everything to me. It makes me happy. One day, I want to be famous. I want people to say, oh, there's that famous flautist. But I also want to direct a children's choir and teach kids like Carmen Rosa has taught me. I want to travel the world. I want to experience everything.
Here's a zinger called All Mixed Up, sent in by Alexis R. of Newark, New Jersey. Our challenge is to try and figure out the anagrams in her letter. An anagram is a word formed by rearranging the letters of another word. For example, Miles is an anagram of smile. You just rearrange the letters. See, there's an M, an I, an L, an E, and an S, and an M, an I, L, E, S. You can also have anagrams of names. For example, what did Eric eat for lunch? The answer is rice because there's an E, an R, an I, and a C in Eric, and an E, R, I, and C in rice as well. So let's try and figure out the anagrams that Alexis sent us. Okay, so here's our first one. What did Carol see while snorkeling?
What did Carol see while snorkeling?
Okay. Rearrange the letters.
Okay, let me see. Coral?
Yeah, that's the thing. I forgot what it was. Coral. That's so cool. Now, if you switch that A and L over to L. Yeah. Okay. What did Lisa do with her toy boat? Rearrange the letters. Fail. Yes. You're dead on. I'm like, fail. L-I-S-S.
That's cool.
Sack. Which river in Africa did Neil explore?
Nile.
Good job.
Right with like Neil, it's kind of
Nile.
Nile. So cool.
That's a good one. N-I-E-L. What did Andrew do in the park? I think that's kind of a hard one. So just rearrange the letters.
I'm looking at the Drew and like Drew and Ann.
But you really have to rearrange the letters.
R.
Well, I'll give you a hint. It starts with W.
Okay. Walk. Wander. He wandered in the park.
Yeah,
I didn't know you did that in the park.
So Andrew, C-N-A-N-D-R-E-W.
Oh, cool.
Where did Randy pour the sour milk?
Drain.
Drain.
That's cool.
Awesome. What did Lance do to his car? This is all
Well, it's not drive, obviously. So.
Oh, come on, you guys.
Clean. I was looking at the end the whole time. Those are fun.
You can like make up your own and
I know.
Yeah. That's really
I don't have one in mind right now. Hey, Caroline.
Oh, hey, Startup.
Why did the butterfly get kicked out of a dance?
I don't know.
Because it was a mothball.
Zoom Tales.
My Aunt Ethel, written and illustrated by Hannah H. of Hill City, South Dakota. She's coming in just 4 more hours, my mom said. Mom, do you think she'll be wearing that awesome pink and purple outfit again? I asked. My Aunt Ethel is my mom's sister, but let me tell you what, she is nothing like my mom. Not to say that my mom is boring or anything, it's just that my Aunt Ethel is different. Very different. When Aunt Ethel goes on vacation, she doesn't just go to Mount Rushmore or something. Last summer, she went deep into the heart of the jungle in search of the rare white leopard. People say Aunt Ethel was different from the start. In kindergarten, instead of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch, it was lima beans and sardines for Aunt Ethel. When half of the 3rd grade got glasses and hated wearing them, here Aunt Ethel came with her bright pink and white polka dot glasses. She loved her glasses, and she wore them everywhere. In 5th grade, when her girlfriends picked the flute and drums to play, Aunt Ethel chose the bagpipes. She loved dancing to Irish jig. Aunt Ethel knew she was different, and she liked that. Once Aunt Ethel got to high school, her friends knew she was different too. Instead of being a football cheerleader, she was a football player. She was the star quarterback, and I have the yearbook to prove it. We heard Aunt Ethel turn the corner 5 blocks away. By the time we ran to the door, she was here. As she opened the door of her jelly bean purple Volkswagen bug and stepped out, I said, "Oh, wow!" She was wearing... But that's another story. The end.
Matt M. of Appleton, Wisconsin, sent us these Fannee Doolees.
Fannee Doolee likes root beer, but doesn't like soda. Why do you think that is? Fannee Doolee likes butter, but doesn't like margarine. Why do you think that is? Fannee Doolee likes batter, but doesn't like dough.
Why do you think that is?
Doolee is one loony lady. Create your own Fannee Doolee and send them to Zoom.
Fannee Doolee!
Check this out.
Whoa.
That's so cool.
It's like
Look,
rising.
I know. Look at all the bubbles. It's like a lava lamp. Margaret H. of Jackson, New Jersey calls it cauldron bubbles. To make one, pour water and oil in a glass. Our glass is already filled with water. Now, Garrett's going to pour ½ an inch of oil in the glass. See how the oil floats to the top? This is because oil is less dense than water. Now all we need to do is pour in the salt.
That's so cool. It's literally like a lava lamp. Yeah. It's like,
You can almost see it.
Here's the side scoop on what's happening. When you pour in the salt, it brings a bubble of oil down with it. So the salt and the oil together are more dense than the water, so they sink. When the salt dissolves in the water, the oil floats to the top because without the salt, the oil is less dense than the water.
Now we're going to do a little experiment to see if we can make cauldron bubbles using sugar and sand instead of salt.
Okay, so I'll get the new glasses.
Alright. Here we go. We got the sugar and sand.
So what do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know if sand's gonna work, because you know how you always see sand at beaches and
It's all like little rocks and stuff.
Yeah,
So I
it
don't
wouldn't
think
necessarily.
I think sugar's gonna dissolve really
You
quick.
put it in tea, it
Yeah,
dissolves,
so-
you know, so. You know.
All right, so let's try it.
whoa. The color is really cool.
It's like,
Not really.
like, remember when the salt came up, it had salt on it? This doesn't have as much sand
Yeah,
on it.
I know.
It's not moving, but the oil is like coming up completely.
It's just a little bit and the sand is staying down. Like only big chunks of...
Like whenever the oil comes up and it pops, the sand just comes right
know.
down. If you watch one, you're like bloop, and then all of a sudden you see all the sand come down. It's really cool.
Oh, did you see? Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
sand
saw
just
that.
came down.
Alright,
Let's try sugar.
my floor. So.
Oh, whoa! Oh my goodness! That is crazy.
Oh, whoa!
It's a big chunk. It's just all right when you poured it in. It all wanted to just come right together.
But only big bubbles of oil. The sugar didn't dissolve.
I know. I thought it was going to dissolve better than the salt.
Look at the sand. It's like all cloudy, and then this one's clear.
I know.
Like you don't see much sugar coming down as you do it now.
Yeah.
Like we saw a lot of you only see little tiny.
I know.
And wow,
Really
if you look, it kind of looks glossy. The sugar
I know.
kinda
I
looks-
know.
Maybe that's oil.
Only the oil's coming up.
Yeah. When I poured the sugar in, it came down in one big clump. So it brought down less oil with it. See what happens when I spread the sugar out. Oh. You kind of see how it hesitates on the
Yeah.
top?
It like stays on the top for a minute and then it like falls down.
This time more is coming up
I
and
know,
a
a
lot
lot of it's
faster.
coming up.
And it's coming back down.
I know.
I think the sugar is coming back down because it's heavy.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of it's staying in the middle of the oil and then it's like going down.
Yeah, it's like raining down almost.
I know. It's so cool.
The sugar starts to dissolve and then lets the oil float back up to the top.
The sand didn't dissolve in the water. So even though some of the oil floated to the top, a lot of it got trapped on the bottom of the cup with the sand.
Try this at home. What do you think would happen if you use hot water to make cauldron bubbles? Or if you use smaller amounts of sugar? Experiment and then send your results to Zoom.
Hey, Mike. Oh, hi, Shing. What's a caterpillar afraid of?
I don't know.
A doggerpillar. You get it? It's like a caterpillar. A dog.
Meet members of the Zoom team from Mount Pleasant, Iowa.
We're 3rd through 8th grade volunteers at the Mount Pleasant, Iowa Explorer Post Schoolhouse, and we are members of the Zoom team. We help people learn about America's history by showing them what life was like in the 1840s and 50s.
We volunteer at the schoolhouse. It's 162 years old, and it's heated by a wood stove.
We study lessons, make crafts, work hard, and have fun just like kids did long ago.
We also helped with the Explorer Post village chores. Some of the brooms, candles, and ropes we make are sold in the village store. As Explorer Post Schoolhouse volunteers, we hope bringing the past to life helps people appreciate America's history.
Moving to action and join the Zoom team.
Water. Oh, so thirsty. Water. Oh, water. Gotta get the water. Water.
Science rocks at the Zoom website. Interact with cool gizmos and experiment with Zoom-style activities from the show. You'll find it all at pbskids.org or America Online, keyword PBS Kids. Submissions become the property of Zoom
and will be eligible for inclusion in all Zoom media.
This means that we can share your ideas with other Zoomers on TV, the web, in print material, and in other media. So, send it to Zoom.
To the Zoom website, pbskids.org.
Ooh, let me try. Forget the water.
Funding for Zoom is provided by
The National Science Foundation,
America's Investment in the Future, and by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, a private corporation funded by the American people. The Arthur Vining Davis Foundation, the Wheezy Foundation, the Tucker Gosnell Family Foundation, and by
contributions to your PBS station
from viewers like you.